Hello everyone, welcome to Career Chronicles. Today we have Ragav, who is working as a manager in the field of finance analytics. So I'm highly excited to know about his journey, some tips and strategies in order to get into HSBC. So he's working in HSBC before that. And before getting into the session, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Aishwarya. Thank you so much. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Cool. I hope we can start up with an introduction from your side.
Yes, sure. Coming to my background, I come from the computer science background, so I'm very much techie, I must say, bachelor's in computer science, and also after that I did 1 year job in Wipro Technologies as a DevOps engineer, and after that I got an interest to pursue masters, and so I did masters in computer science and with specialization in AI from University of Hyderabad. Yeah, and I did a lot of gate preparation via the gate score. I joined the SEMTech in computer science. After that, I got the placement in my campus itself for HSBC. Like that, I joined HSBC as of now. Yeah,
Cool.
that's a simple background from me. It's basically a techie with a little bit of data science. Yeah.
That's awesome. What motivated you to get into this analytics part? I just went through your LinkedIn profile since you're very active in LinkedIn. I always used to follow your posts. So, since you have worked as an analyst intern for 6 months and then you have jumped to the manager part in the finance analytics. So, what motivated you? You already had this part of getting into analytics, or you just normally jumped in? So, what was the part actually?
So even it's during my 6 months internship, I should say, it's very crucial. The job is not guaranteed right after the internship. So the work you do during the 6 months internship is very crucial, and it will be monitored carefully. So the work was it should be impactful. Whatever the work you do, so the work that you should do, whatever you do, it should be very useful to that. For example, we cannot create any random project which are having fancy technologies. It's not that whatever you do, it has to be useful to the clients or stakeholders that you work with. For example, okay, you know some advanced deep learning technology and you want to use it, but if it is not serving the problem business statement, then it is of no use. Even if you use a simple Python code or a basic pandas libraries or anything of such a technologies, and all you need to do is solve a right problem statement which can impact the stakeholders that you work with. So luckily, initially I faced some challenges of not getting a right problem statement, some other technological issues, some knowledge gaps, but later on I picked up, and during that 6 months, okay, it was a very roller coaster ride, I should say. And finally, they worked my projects. Contributed around 5 to 6 projects on various business problem statements. Finally, got the full time offer after that internship. And coming to the manager role, how it was, like there was only one position left in my team actually. Lucky And the vacancy is not that easy right now. There has been hiring freeze. There are no vacancies in many teams, nobody is moving from the company, and no new joinees as well. So luckily got one vacancy in my team itself where I worked as an intern. So that was the manager role, and my manager liked my work and want me in that position. So luckily got like 2 levels up. My analyst internship was in it's they say in GCB level 8. So finally went to GCB level 6. Yeah, that's the small story. Yeah,
That's great.
the
So,
point that I want to focus is solve the right problem. That's the key thing. That's the key learning for me as well. If it is not contributing in any way to the stakeholders or business partners, it is of no use. That's the, yeah, that's
cool.
the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before getting into this role itself, you had an idea of what is analyst, like you did some research before getting in, or you just randomly got in. Like you already had a vision of getting into analyst part or some other position.
My intention is to get into a data science domain. That's the intention. So, in my master's as well, I choose the all machine learning or deep learning subjects or neural networks. That's what the specializations or subjects that I chose. So, I want into this data world. That's it. That's my intention. Um, so during and luckily the profile I liked it. I applied it and I think went through around 4 to 5 rounds, and after that got get into this internship. For the internship itself, the it was very intensive interviews for that. Yeah, two technical rounds and two written test.
Okay.
So and luckily, okay, in the interviews as well, they asked some machine learning models and especially the projects that we worked. Whatever the projects that you work, they will simply focus how deep you understand the problem that you're working. So they will uh, quickly ask the questions on the projects that you worked, and whatever the answer, from that answer, they will pick up the next question. So like that, they will dive deep I think the point that is yeah, that's the main goal, Aishwarya. Like want to get into this data world. So luckily, analytics is also it's booming and it's very crucial as well. And the prior research that I did was it's nothing. All whatever whatever that I learned, or whatever the required skills for the role, everything I learned after joining itself mainly. One thing is Excel is very much important in the analytics. Like it's a foundational. It's not only the not is the, it's not the only thing that is required, but it is a mandatory thing that is required. Excel. It's like a bread and butter for analytics that I can say. In my entire organization, everyone it's a must and should. It's definitely we must have the expertise on Excel. Yeah, and so after joining itself for Excel, I have learned. After joining, I got to know that it is mandatory. So, and if, for example, by seeing this video, if any new joinees, if they want to learn, it's better learn Excel. In your interviews, if you mention or if you say some, I know some formulas, we lookups, I tried using some project, then they will be definitely impressed and they will definitely have that point while during their interviews, like okay, this guy know Excel, and if he joins our team, he will quickly pick on new projects and he can quickly add contributing to the business. So that's the suggestion I can give.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So, like, what is the main role and responsibility of a manager in the field of business analytics? How will typical day would run for you? So, what are the things that you do basically?
My typical day is like um so it's on a week on the project, it goes by a project basis actually. Like for example, you finish one project, one POC you can think of, and you discuss with the stakeholders like what exactly, for example, they have some huge amounts of data, and it is having various columns and various features and various number of rows, and basing on the data they want to find some insights. So in the you will set up some meetings and you will have intensive discussions, brainstorming, and what are the columns, what are the features that is required, and what exactly that is not required. We should also remove what are the columns or features, and I think any data people can easily relate in any table. For example, what are the key columns, what that we need to focus, and like that you will be having some intensive discussions. After the intensive discussion, what is the best tool now after deciding the problem statement? The simple example is you want to create some visualizations basing upon some data, and next discussion is like what tool you should use and how it is easy to deliver. Can anyone easily use it? If we share, is it easily shareable? And do they have to for example, you want to develop something or you want to create visualizations using Python, is it easily deliverable? Because whatever the dashboards or insights that you create, that what is the purpose you want to share it with the business partners, so that they do not have any knowledge on this technologies. All they want is simple insights, and it is very easily, they can easily see the insights, and they can make some decisions basing upon that. So you should focus on the delivery part as well. So in the Python as well, you can easily deliver your solutions. There is one way, using execution files. You can easily, other user, the end user, need not have the Python installed in their system. You can share your solution via that, or you can simply create one. That's the discussion part. You will be discussing on how you want to deliver that particular thing or your insights to your stakeholders. You will decide on that factor, and you will start planning. Like, you will develop initial version of a dashboard, then you will again get the feedback. So the key thing is communication, and communication, understanding of what they exactly need. It's not like all the technologies, having all the skills, but you should have the capability to understand what are the requirements, and can you solve that. That's the key emphasis that I can make. That's the thing, Aishwarya. You will be having discussions, and you will be showing the initial version. Up on the feedback, you will keep on improving that, and you will finally, uh, they will use your solution, and it will be 90. You should make sure that proper testing has to be done. It should not create any issues in between. Like that it goes, whenever you share your data analysis, it should be very much effective, and it should not create any problems. And that dynamic nature you should create. Like, for example, any new for example, if in the data that you are giving the insights, if any new data is being added, will that able to create the visualizations, will that reflect in your dashboard? That particular, you should take care of all the corner cases. That's the key thing. That for that also you will be having a discussions, and finally, upon agreeing upon that, you will be that will be live. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Okay, cool. So, other than Excel, what are the tools and technologies that you use?
I highly say that Python is very much popular in our organization, I should say. In over, all over the world, it is popular. But in our organization, if you know Python, you will be treated like, you will be utilized very well. That I must say. It's a very, I must say, Excel, Python, after that SQL.
Okay.
SQL is also very good for data extraction. Data is stored in the various databases. In order to extract that data, you must know the SQL. SQL is also, all the topics in the SQL you should know and practice them. And mainly it is used for data fetching. Yeah, these three, Excel is the first thing, I must say. Python and SQL. And what other thing, and basics of machine learning, it's a plus point. Machine learning, what I will say is, it's not like you should know the mathematics. For example, if you are doing, or if you are working as a data scientist role, not the analytics role, then you must know the underlying mathematics behind every algorithm in the machine learning, and that part you must need. But for the analytics role, the overview or what libraries you should use, that basic understanding is enough. It's also depends upon the role. For example, if you are targeting analytics role, okay, basics of machine learning, what exactly, where you should use basic overview, it will be fine. But for the data scientist role in our organization, it's a data scientist role is also there. For them, they will dive deep inside the mathematics and everything. That's the, yeah, that's the key thing. If they focus on these three and the basics of machine learning, yeah, it will be fine.
Okay, cool. So, in this fast moving world of technologies, things, and stuff, how to stay updated in the field of analytics, basically. In order to stay updated, what are the things a person should do?
Mm, the suggestions is like, follow good people, that I must say. Like, in if any, there are various good legendary people are there. Like Andre Ng is there, on Coursera. Is I think. He is the first one who created this machine learning course on Coursera, like initiated the learning of this machine learning. You can follow such people on LinkedIn. They will post various research papers, what exactly that is happening in the world. You can follow them, and if you have some time, try reading the research papers, what exactly is going on right now. This generative AI is booming, but is that safe? Like that, you can research upon that. In the organization, it is not acceptable as of now. In my organization, it is restricted. I'm Yeah, this generative AI, chat GPT, everything, all this stuff, it's not that safe, because uh, in this big organization, what happens is customers data is it's a gold mine. It's
Yeah.
not that easy to feed that customers data into this public systems. So that restriction is also there. You can research upon that. How can you add the security level to that generative AI? That you can research upon those topics, and like that, by following some good people, reading the new trending research papers if you have time, and yeah, that's it. You can keep up, get yourself updated on this technologies and everything, fast moving world, I must say.
Cool. So, any course or certification that you would suggest for these analytics people who want to get in?
Certifications, it's not mandatory, I must say. More than certifications, what I suggest, at least have two projects upon each tool. For example, in order to show your expertise, create a two projects, end-to-end projects, from so that you can add it in your resume. Like, I must say, projects are greater than resume, like certifications. So I emphasis on do certification, like any certification you want, like Udemy certificate will be fine. Very good courses, and Coursera also, those certifications also I suggest. Or Excel, there is one course like Excel for business on Coursera that you can do. And SQL for business is also there. That courses you can easily finish it. I think those who are students, you will be having some student ID. You can easily enroll into this course, and you will be getting this free access to this courses. There won't be any fees charged for that getting the certification. After completing them, you try to build a good project on that particular tool, so that you can add your resume. Why I'm telling this project? Because it will give you an opportunity to discuss that project in the interview. That's the key stuff. So do the certifications, but also add one project on that. That's my suggestion.
Cool. Question maybe. So, is it possible for a fresher to get into the analytics part, like with zero experience, maybe? Like he or she doesn't have anything, like just the project part and maybe the certifications. So, is it possible for that person to get in this
Yeah.
analytics?
Yes, 100% possible. Easily possible. For example, if he did his preparation well and he did many projects, why not? He's definitely, because I also joined as a fresher, like analyst internship that I did. It's completely pressure only. I'm just It took me only like 3 weeks to pick up this Excel and all this stuff, and finally get into a project. But the thing is, you should search for the opportunities. And if you found an internship, please do it. It need not be a full-time role directly.
Mm.
Just you can, if you're not getting calls on the full-time role, try targeting the internship. Do not worry about the how big the company is or how small the company is. If it is a startup, please go and work on it, get certified. Basic upon that, you will be getting a real-time experience, and on top of it, you can start applying for the full-time roles as well. Right now, what's happening is, for the data analyst role, most of them, it will be for experience. At least they will expect 1 to 2 years of experience. If you are from good university, if you are getting a campus placement, I've seen, like some of the campus placements, they are directly recruit from this, for the data analyst roles. But if you are like any other college, if it is the company is not visiting this for the data analyst role, then you can target the internships, and basing upon that, you can apply. Then you will definitely get into this full-time roles of this data analysis.
Cool. So the easy way to get in is like if it's going to be an internship, then don't worry, just do that internship, and based on
Yes.
internship, we may get more number of opportunities. For,
And basing upon internship, you will be networked with the various people, right? So basing upon the team, they can easily refer you.
mm,
Like for example, if anyone pings me on LinkedIn, I never refuse to refer anyone. I referred everyone, like whoever asked me. Like if they, but they got a call or not, that it's not. I'm not aware of it, but I do my best as much as possible. But the thing is, what happening in my organization also, it's like they expect some experience.
uh,
Any, yeah, that's the thing. Yes.
So thank you so much, Raghav. Like you gave like everything in a very elaborate manner. To be frank, all you answered all my questions. Thank you so much for coming to Career Chronicles and sharing your insights with us. Thank you.